Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with HEMABATI. First headlines. HEMABATI founder Pradyut Manikya Burman demands special intensive revision SIR in entire northeastern states to check inclusion of illegal immigrants in electoral roll. MPCC President Kashyap Chandra calls out BJP and its allies for constantly blaming Congress in attempt to conceal their incompetence and misgovernance. Manipur joins the observance of International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples. Yelhomi Furup's R.K. Vijayalakshmi stresses on fostering cultural exchange to strengthen bond and harmony among communities. And Manipur University felicitates SKTV News, acknowledging its reportage on Indian Constitution and for educating the masses on constitutionalism. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Head of Royal House of Tripura and HEMABATI founder Pradyut Manikya Burma has strongly favored deportation of Myanmar and Bangladesh nationals from Northeast region. Pradyut, who attended as a special invitee at the observance of the International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples at City Convention Centre, Palace Compound, Imphal, was speaking to media on the sidelines of the event. The event was organized by Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur under the aegis of Northeast Indigenous Peoples Forum (NEIPF) on the theme Indigenous Peoples' Right to Self-Determination, a pathway for food security and sovereignty. Speaking further, Pradyut Manikya Burman demanded special intensive revision (SIR) in entire northeastern states to check inclusion of illegal immigrants in electoral roll. He said that national parties should not be allowed to take undue advantage of the Manipur crisis, while expressing his solidarity to it. Continuing that indigenous communities in the state must come into a negotiating table to resolve the crisis. He added that no outside parliamentarians from Northeast will not solve the matter. He also said that Prime Minister and opposition leader should stop doing politics on Manipur issue.
Breeding ground was illegal migrant, and if you want to trust the people of India, you have to first trust the indigenous people of North. Then you trust people from Bangladesh. If Donald Trump can handcuff Indians and send them from New York to Punjab, then why can't we do this with Bangladesh and Myanmar? They are not Indians, so we have to send them from India to another country, to the country where they came from. So the government of India has to be uniform, and that's why I've asked for SIR, not only in Bihar, but in the whole of India, which includes the North. I think both the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition should come together and stop playing politics. It is, after all, only 2 Lok Sabha seats. They should save Manipur, they should save Northeast, they should save India first, and they should not look at it from a political point of view. Both of them should come together and solve the problem. Playing politics in the parliament will not help the people of Manipur. Today, everybody is poor, everybody is denied, everybody is persecuted, and the real people who are playing politics with you are sitting very comfortably in there.
On the other hand, addressing the program, Pradyut Manikya Burma has made strong advocacy for ownership and wise use of the resources in Northeast states by indigenous people. Speaking further, the head of Royal House of Tripura expressed disappointment on the lack of unity among the indigenous people and communities in the Northeast region, stating that they should join together and collectively work towards progress. While highlighting that the people from Northeast states are being treated stepmotherly by the mainland Indians, he also expressed happiness on the integration of the people of Northeast region, which have been united in the national level. Emphasizing the vital need for holding power by the indigenous people of the Northeast, even if outside forces attempted to divide between them, he said leaders should work for next generations, although politicians only work for next election. Pradyut went on to stress on the Manipur issue, stating that the indigenous people in Northeast region must arrive at the state without fear and show solidarity. He also said that it is high time for Northeast indigenous people to ponder and sort out strategies to build unity among themselves. The function was also attended by Lamlai AC MLA KH Bomcha, Tripura's Ramchandraghat AC MLA Ranjit Debarma, NEIPF Chairman Anup Chetia, IPFM Vice President Rohan Philem, former UNLF Chairman R.K. Megan, and Ministry of Minority, Government of India Advisor Amrik Singh Palwa, among others, who attended the function.
Manipur, Tripura are ancient kingdoms. We were independent kingdoms. We merged in India in 1949, not in 1947. The Federation of Khasi Jaintia states around the same time. But what have we learned about Northeast? Our school books teach us about Cherrapunji as the wettest place, one-horned rhinoceros. Nobody teaches about Veer Tikendraji. Nobody teaches us about the Battle of Saraighat. Nobody teaches us about Rani Gaidilu. Nobody teaches us about the Maharajas of Tripura. Today we are dictated in our education books, we are dictated by what others want us to learn. How do you kill your next generation when you don't give them information about your own identity? We have so many politicians, including me myself. What is my achievement? Winning an election or ensuring that my next generation knows more about our ancestors, our history, our heritage, our identity? But no, we are fighting on every other subject but that of our survival. You want to kill a community, you don't have to shoot them. Just take away all the information that the children know about their ancestors, their identity, their language. The choice is yours. I have changed myself. When I was young, I wanted to be a successful leader, politician. Today, I don't care about politics. I want to give something to my people.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President K. Meghachandra has hit back at Shiv Sena Manipur President, accusing him of ignorance about India's constitution and shielding the BJP's misgovernance. Speaking during the commemoration of 83rd anniversary of Quit India Movement and 65th Foundation Day of Indian Youth Congress at Congress Bhavan BT Road, Meghachandra said that the state has regressed in multiple sectors due to the absence of competent leaders. He alleged that central welfare schemes from healthcare to farmer support have stalled, while irregularities in PM Kisan card issuance are emerging. Terming the present BJP-led government as a defeated PR government, he called for assembly dissolution and fresh elections as per the Indian constitution. CLP leader Okrami Bobi, CWC member Gai Khangam and other senior party officials attended the event and paid their respects to leaders who were part in the historic movement. Attendees along with members of Indian Youth Congress also took pledge to work diligently in the service of the party and nation. Speaking further, Kaisham Meghachandra said, Shiv Sena Manipur President seems to have forgotten India's constitution and snapped back at BJP and its allies over continually blaming MPCC in order to divert attention from their failure and misgovernance.
Siba Kenagi Akoi Tamo Gombi, Heidi to the Pungang Dangang Pazanida, Rajniti Party, but the Pua the Yaroga, Iva, Pointer to a President Rulsi, another extension, Miam the Pambra Pamtavra, Hyben the Singasi, a point in the name of Changam. Langakwa Gumdre, I quite development Lapongumdre, free movement later, Miamgi Hak later, IDB Sing Mayum the Hanbangamdre. Akoi Sumna, Adegi academic line, the constitutional line, the Haidi neighbor, Congress Party in the Pumaida, Toto, why Hyben the Teva. Toto Haidi the Muna Kangdava, Sivasena, OBI, BJP, OBI, Amasung, Makogi Alliance, a Soibado, Congress the Tina Viganovo. Toto Haidi City, Moine, Popular Government, Lega the Sulanga Pongamdrava, freshman yet, Sina Quaidigi, Maruere, no Lega Pongamdragati, to, Nauna, Miamgi, Mute Amukalaga, Evak Nak, none of Satarasi, Miamgi, people, democracy Nina. That is why. Pressmen that Tausi, assembly dissolved to Hivase. Masi Hide was said, Masi Equi, Hivon Topagi, Constitution, the Pidivasi, Matungin Equi, Hide, but point Taraga Maraga, point Hajan.
Secretary General of Yelhomi Furup, R.K. Vijayalaxmi, has called for fostering cultural exchange between the indigenous communities in the state to strengthen their fraternal bond. She was speaking on the sidelines of World Indigenous Peoples Day observance at Manipur State Film Development Society Palace Compound, Imphal today. The event was organized by Yelhomi Furup on the global theme Indigenous Peoples and Artificial Intelligence, Defending Rights, Shaping Futures, and under the local theme Unity through Cultural Confluence and Shaping Futures. Speaking further, Vijayalakshmi maintained that the generation gap within the populace of the indigenous communities has subsequently led to distrust between the communities. She also exuded confidence that enhancing cultural exchange could integrate the indigenous communities and help in restoration of mutual trust among them, while reminding about their common roots. Releasing of a newsletter titled Yellow Voice and showcasing rich cultural legacies of various indigenous communities were the main highlights of the program.
अखोगी येलोमी पुरुप के अखोगी एमएन ऑब्जेक्टिव से अखोगी पुन्ना हिमिनबा अदुगा अखोगी कल्चरल एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम से अखोगी याम तुइना तौजरबा मतुंदा अखोगी इचिलिनाउ सिंगी मरक सिदा अखोगी ट्रस्ट डिफिसिट लेबा अखोगी कम्युनिकेशन गैप लेबा अखोगी हानदगी अखोगी मरकता जनरेशन गैप सु लेगरे अदुना अखोगी सिगी मयाम से अखोगी येलोमी पुरुपना सेमजरिबा प्रोब मैम से अखोगी मणिपुर यावरिबा मसिंग दे पंजररोगे इंडिजिनस ओइबा लोइनम अखोइसिदे यावरे नसाइगी अखोगी मरकता अखोगी एंसेस्टर जे अखोगी हौरफम जे अमतनी अखोगी फोरफादर से अमतनी हाबसे अखोगी नसाइगी अमन अमनी मसक खंगनरमदबा मैम से अखोइना अखोई तिनरबा तोनरबा मतुंगदा अखोगी मरकता मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग लेबा मैम से लोइनम अखोगी डिमिनिश तबा हाइतारे ब्लिज अप तबा बॉन्डिंग मैम अमा ट्रस्ट डिफिसिट लेबा मैम से
Salai Kanbalup SKL Central Committee today organized International Day of the World's Indigenous People 2025 under the theme Indigenous Peoples and AI, Defending Rights, Shaping Futures at Thobal Atoba Multipurpose Hall today. At the event, State Horticulture and Soil Conservation Director K. Devdatta Sharma, Salai Kanbalup SKL Chairman Leichonbam Gopal, Waiko Mani Girls College Associate Professor Ningumbam Tomba and Nilit Imphal Executive Director Dr. Y. Jenta attended as key resource persons along with students of various schools in Thobal. As a significant stride in textile and crafts, SKL member and Ranjita Enterprises proprietor Lukram Ranjita showcased the first ever clothing made from threads extracted from pineapple leaves. SKL also honored El Ranjita with appreciation certificate to honor her efforts. Speaking on the observance, State Horticulture and Soil Conservation Director K. Devdatta Sharma said that indigenous persons are those who have been part of the land since time immemorial, with distinct history, culture, cuisine and language, emphasizing that Meitei and Naga communities are the only true indigenous of Manipur. Until Meitei communities do not feel pride on their own identity, there is no meaning of indigenous identity.
Environment environment nature pura se masi ya ikai kunana chpa ipai pudi aku chat sada chiro madu dilute to ka siwa ai go ba internet things to masina kupsan ga aku ki chatla chatla chise man ba aku madi section wahi aku madi section period amma long ba masi TPC director winning.
Speaking on the occasion, SKL General Secretary L. Kangleicha Khanganba further said, conflict and war are created from distrust within communities, emphasizing that territorial integrity, distinct cultures, customs, beliefs, identity, languages, script of indigenous people are at risk of decline due to rapid settlement of illegal immigrants.
Every race is a Nabi Kudimata of Yellow, Nabi Leshkataba, Chakum Kudum, Hakasing the Sea, ꯐꯔꯛꯇꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯒꯠꯂꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯌꯨꯠꯁꯤꯡ ꯁꯥꯟꯅ ꯅꯍꯥꯔꯣꯜꯁꯤꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯜ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯖꯤꯅꯁ ꯗꯦꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯣꯕꯖꯥꯔꯕꯦꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯊꯧ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯃꯊꯧ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟꯁꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯃꯈꯩꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯣꯂꯦꯖ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯟꯖꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯊꯧꯔꯝꯅꯤ.
Manipur University has felicitated SKTV News for its reportage and programs that focus on educating the masses about Indian Constitution. Department of Law and Center for Human Rights and Duties Education, Manipur University, organized the observance of International Day of the World's Indigenous People 2025 at Conference Hall of Law Department today. Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor Naurem Dokendra, President of Zeliarong United Committee, Manipur, Maibun Faumei, former member of Manipur State Human Rights Commission, Advocate N.G. Nongyai, and Head of Law Department, Manipur University, Yumnam Premananda, attended the observance, which was organized under the global theme Indigenous People and AI, Defending Rights, Shaping Future, and under the local theme of Constitutional Protection of Indigenous People of Manipur. During the program, SKTV News was acknowledged for its reportage on Indian Constitution and for promoting a constitutional culture through its programs such as the Manipur Files. On the occasion, SKTV News editor Raj Nungthongbam was presented with the Indian Constitution, which was written under the leadership of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Speaking on a sideline, Dr. Yumnam Premananda lauded SKTV News for its extensive coverage and promoting discussions on Indian Constitution. He said such programs encourages people to learn about the Constitution and in creating a conducive environment for educating the masses on their rights, duties and on various provisions of Indian Constitution. Meanwhile, editor of SKTV News, Raj Nungthombam, expressed gratitude on behalf of SKTV News for recognizing the commitment of the news channel in promoting discourse on Indian Constitution. On the other hand, Vice Chancellor Professor Naurem Dokendra highlighted the importance of understanding the Constitution of India. He also stressed on the constitutional provisions which are available to indigenous communities.
General electoral media constitutionalism, constitutional governance, important people SKTVC Imphal honor policy. Ako team to talk environmental movie talking facilitation and honoring of SKTV Manipuri must represent Raj Nungthombam editor SKTV. SKTV the Maruya Constitution Yang Halasekwe Constitution culture Manipur before that there was no discussion on Constitution, specifically Constitution discussion. There is a welcome training. Now we are making a culture of constitutionalism in Manipur. We welcome training. Governance by the Constitution. Governance of the Sakara, Constitution. She dissemination, promoting constitutional culture and governance by the constitutional media. See, true beyond that line. SKTV
on behalf of my organization, that is my TV channel, Sktv'S, I would like to thank every one of you and every viewers of Manipur and elsewhere in the globe, because now we are in the global village, and after the advent of internet, the new media, we are almost connected, we are in the same village.
India ki constitution si labor simang so India ki diversity si ngak pangam adana labor diversity mayam sing asi yam na cook constituent assembly da matam dugi intellectual mayam matam dugi ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯂꯤꯗꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯨꯞꯅ ꯈꯟꯅꯔꯕ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯍꯟꯖꯟꯅ ꯅꯩꯅꯔꯕ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯑꯝꯕꯦꯗꯀꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯋꯤꯁꯗꯝ ꯁꯦꯗꯨꯜ ꯀꯥꯁꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯋꯥ ꯑꯅꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯨ ꯀꯔꯝꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯣꯜꯕ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯉꯝꯒꯗꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯏꯟꯄꯨꯠꯇꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅꯁꯨ ꯋꯦꯜ ꯔꯦꯁꯄꯦꯛꯇꯦꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟ ꯈꯪꯕꯁꯦ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯁꯣꯁꯥꯏꯇꯤ ꯈꯪꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯟ ꯁꯣꯁꯥꯏꯇꯤ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯗꯥꯏꯕꯔꯁꯤꯇꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯀꯝꯃ꯭ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯇꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝꯁ ꯑꯦꯟड ꯄꯣꯁꯤꯕꯤꯂꯤꯇꯤꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯀꯂꯦꯛꯇꯤꯚꯂꯤ ꯈꯪꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯐ꯭ꯌꯨꯆꯔ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯉꯥꯡꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯈꯪꯕꯁꯤ ꯇꯉꯥꯏꯐꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟꯁꯤ ꯄꯣꯄꯨꯂꯔꯥꯏꯖ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒ ꯌꯦꯁꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯒ ꯈꯪꯅ ꯆꯠꯃꯤꯟꯅꯅꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯗꯝꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯕꯖꯦꯛꯇꯤꯚꯁꯤꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯖꯤꯅꯁ ꯔꯥꯏꯠꯁ ꯗꯦꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯏꯁꯨꯁꯤꯗ ꯈꯔ ꯈꯟꯅ ꯅꯩꯅꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯕꯅꯤ.
COCOMI convener Khuraija Mathauba has called for strengthening the indigenous voices and promotion of indigenous roots on the World Indigenous Peoples Day 2025. In his message on the occasion, Mathauba highlighted how indigenous people in Manipur have kept alive their stories, scripts, faiths and traditions despite facing assimilation, displacement and violence, adding that indigenous people around the globe share these same struggles. He further asked all indigenous people to hold their head high, speak their language, thrive in their land, and teach their children to do the same, adding their survival is not a gift from others and is the victory of their ancestors and responsibility of their generation. Mathauba also informed that he will participate in the observance of World Indigenous Peoples Day 2025 in New Delhi as a special guest. Manipur People's Party MPP also observed World Indigenous Peoples Day at the party office conference hall today. President of MPP S. Brojain, Working President Administration M. Sharad, Chief Spokesperson and Media Coordinator Dr. S. Ibomcha attended the observance. Speaking in the program, Dr. S. Ibomcha assured that MPP as a regional party will work for the interests of indigenous people in the state. Working Committee Kuki CSOs has called off its economic blockade imposed along National Highway 2 of Kangpokpi district with immediate effect. In a statement issued by its Information and Publicity Working Committee, Kuki CSOs asserted that it acknowledges the intervention of Manipur governor in opening the over 20 days of total communal blockade against the Kuki-Zo people along Kangpokpi to Churachandpur lifeline. It also expressed gratitude to the stand taken by the United Naga Council in localizing the current issue and upholding humanitarian principles. While acknowledging the support extended by well-wishers and the general Kuki-Zo population in ensuring the success of this economic blockade, the Working Committee reminded all stakeholders and the state and central authorities that it will never allow any organization to dictate terms along their lifelines. It then appealed to Kuki-Zo people to be always prepared to voice democratic protest in the future.
After much deliberation regarding the economic blockade called by the Working Committee yesterday, that is 8th of August, we have decided to immediately lift the economic blockade in the interest of the public. At this juncture, we also acknowledge the role and the intervention of the Honorable Governor of Manipur, although we feel that it may have been a little too delayed at the expense of many hardships and pain and suffering of the Kuki-Zo population. At the highest, we would also like to acknowledge our gratitude, our thankfulness to the United Naga Council, who has ensured that this remains a very much localized issue and who has extended all humanitarian help towards us, and we are grateful to them for their principle. We also acknowledge the support extended by other well-wishers.
Suspected militants belonging to ULFA Independent and NSCN launched a gun attack on an Assam Rifles camp at Noglo in Arunachal Pradesh's Lazu area. The incident took place at around 3 a.m. today. The encounter comes amid intelligence inputs suggesting that insurgent groups may attempt to target security personnel and vital installations in the run-up to India's 79th Independence Day on August 15. According to reports, Assam Rifles also retaliated with heavy fire and forced the insurgents to retreat. The exchange of fire reportedly lasted for about 10 minutes. So far, there is no report of any casualties in the gunfight. Meanwhile, CRPF and Arunachal Pradesh Police, along with Assam Rifles, have ramped up security measures and intensified area domination operations across the region. Guwahati police arrested 2 individuals from Manipur along with fake Indian currency notes in Biharbari near Odi showroom. Acting on a tip-off, an East Guwahati Police District EGPD team from Basistha Police Station stopped a Hyundai i20 near the Odi showroom in Biharbari. Upon checking the car, the team found 36 counterfeit 500 rupees notes amounting 18,000 rupees in total. The arrested individuals are Wasim Wangmayum, age 21, and Samuraletpam Prashanta Sarma, age 25. Initial investigations suggest the fake notes were sourced from Noida and Delhi and were brought to Guwahati to be exchanged. Police also seized the Hyundai i20 car bearing Delhi number and 2 mobile phones from their possession. Year-long birth anniversary of Rajkumar Kamaljit Singha, founder of Marup, a Manipuri vernacular newspaper published in Tripura, concluded yesterday at Agartala Press Club. Notably, Kamaljit had also established Manipuri Sahitya Parishad, Tripura. The valedictory function of the birth anniversary was graced by Manipuri Sahitya Parishad President L. Bir Mangal, Marup editor R.K. Tarunjit, and scholar W. Bir Mangal as the main dignitaries. Speaking at the function, Sahitya Academy awardee Sarachan Thiam described Rajkumar Kamaljit as a multifaceted person and a role model for the Manipuri society. He also underlined the importance of highlighting the contributions of Kamaljit to the younger generations for drawing inspirations. During the function, Rajkumar Kamaljit Singha Memorial Achievement Award 2025 was conferred to Manipuri Pung and Wari Liba artist Maitham Nirmal Singh of Bishalgarh, Dhakabari, in recognition of his contribution towards promoting Manipuri arts and culture.
Adegi bikat thoktadan leiraba sakhatpa wataba mayamno sakhatna hodarasina mang tharaga lamdin kibaduba misak amane siumba misak ama aikhoi oiba phangjabase aikhoi yamna laiba phai.
Now, before we move on, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Skate broadband service na miyam ki damak kudong sabak ya puduna lakseri. High speed internet service ke tuan plan sing laser 450 plan da 200 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel Sunny Yankai Hena amasung SKTV ki OTT panbigani. 550 plan da 300 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel Sunny Yankai Hena amasung SKTV ki OTT panbigani. 700 plan da 500 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel Sunny Yankai Hena amasung SKTV ki OTT panbigani. 850 plan da unlimited 100 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel Sahum Yankai Hena OTT da SKTV, Z5 amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. 1000 plan da unlimited 125 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, channel Sahum Yankai Hena OTT da SKTV, Z5, Sonelif amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. 1300 plan da unlimited 150 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, free IP box, channel Samri Yankai Hena OTT da SKTV, Z5, Sonelif, Zio Hotstar amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. 1800 plan da unlimited 200 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, free IP box, channel Samra Yankai Hena OTT da SKTV, Z5, Sonelif, Zio Hotstar, Lionsgate Play amadi atai OTT tara mari pangbigani. 2500 plan da unlimited 300 Mbps speed Wi-Fi, IPTV, free IP box, Channel Samanga Yankai Hena, OTT da SKTV, Z5, Sony Live, Geo Hotstar, Lionsgate Play Amadi Atai OTT Taramari Fundigani. Customer request ETV Win, Hoisoi Natraga, Sun NXT Su, Lobby Yagani. Akupa Marul Gidamak, Kaisampat Junction Deliva, Sk Office Natraga, Sangai Promang Lekai Deliva, SKTV Officer Lapiu, mobile number Sing 8974 633 320 Natraga 8974 209 152 the call to be the Pasu Yagani. Skate.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Primetime English News. More news and updates. Miyamgi Mahiluisang Committee, a committee to oversee the educational needs of internally displaced students residing in Gwaltabi, Thamnapokpi, Sanasabi, Gwaltabi Kuno, Yangangpokpi, Santi Khungbal, Sabungkung Kuno and Sabungkung Kul under Lamlai AC, has been formed under the leadership of political activist and RPI Athawale Vice President Sapam Kangleipal during a press function that was held at his residence in Nongada today. Thongnaujum Dhananjoy from Gwaltabi and Moirangtim Khogen from Thamnapokpi has been appointed as President and Secretary of the newly formed committee respectively. Speaking at the event, political activist Sapam Kangleipal expressed that majority of state-run schools are nearly defunct as their condition is further exacerbated by the ongoing crisis. Nevertheless, one cannot neglect education completely. Hence, Miyamgi Mahiloishan Committee has been set up in order to continue to provide educational needs for IDP students.
Tongan-tonganba Lamlai Assembly Constituency gi youth mayam ama pullakanda leiriba thengnana waba nangiba mafamsing sigi mahiroising se karamba firep ama akoi lobadage habadagi matangda akoi mifum ama pangthoe mifamji pangthoba mutungda miyamgi Mahiloishan Committee haidana waba nangiba hakthengnariba lekai myamjing sigi mahiroising sileida mapung phana mateng pangnanaba moibu laik tambada mimanaba ngamnanaba Houzik Lamlai Semilonji, Kamtang of Social Lakpa, Hogi Batai Kazi, Subam Numbum Director of the Markanda, Semilonji, Kamtang of Lekata Gravnina, Lakadoriba 2026K academic sessions data, Akoi Masa Singji like Tamba Tavangam Gadrangam Muidra Habigi, Akiva later person of Markanda, Ekoi, Nasi Semi Book Committee Ziga, Minaraga, Ladyba, Punzazing Zigi. Miyamga Pullakanda, Ekoi Karamba Makalgi Mating Pangadage, Haiba, Koi Wari from a lower Kanda, Labour Committees, Angama Mating Panganam Gitamutanga Sigi Committee, Koi Simjabani.
Science Olympiad Foundation has conferred the prestigious SOF Best District Principal Award 2024-25 to Principal of Pitambara English School, Khairakpam Nilima Devi. This honor celebrates her remarkable leadership, visionary initiatives and tireless dedication to nurturing young minds. The award was presented in recognition of her guidance as the school achieved exceptional results in the SOF Olympiad exams, outshining competitors from over 96,499 schools across 72 countries. Langtabal constituency MLA Karam Sham has underscored the importance of moral obligation towards the society in bringing peaceful coexistence in the state. He was speaking as the chief guest at the felicitation of position holders of this year's Class 10 and 12 board examination conducted by BOSIM and COSIM at Chajing Mairinkong Community Hall, Imphal West. Speaking further, the MLA maintained that an academically sound person cannot be considered productive if he or she does not think for the welfare of the society and lacks patriotic feeling. He also emphasized the need for proper parenting and guidance towards making your children lead a well-disciplined and socially conscious, adding that nurturing students and youths are must for a better society. During the program, Karam Biramani Meritorious Award have been distributed to the position holders of Class 10 and 12 in Langtabal Assembly Constituency.
미국이 분실이 가있고 같이 떠오르더니 아이기 레카이가 아이기 공간다 아이기 사라운딩다 까리와비 아이 까리도보다 깔래 아이는 까리와 그런 부도거니 아이 까마이 아이기 통합 방을 실는 어디가 있어요. 한다로 맞은 약간 나하고이 아이기 배웠다 ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯆꯧꯕ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯂꯤꯂꯣꯡ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯥꯡꯕ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯂꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯇꯥꯔꯝꯗ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯂꯩꯇꯕ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯝꯃꯤꯕ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯈꯨꯟꯗꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯅꯝꯕ ꯈꯔ ꯀꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯏꯕ꯭ꯔꯦꯔꯤ ꯂꯤꯡꯈꯠꯂꯝꯃꯤꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯛꯂꯤꯕ.
As part of the preparation for 79th Independence Day celebration, District Administration Tamenglong conducted a social work at Apollo Lower Ground, located at Tamenglong District Headquarters today. Deputy Commissioner Dr. Angashim Dangshawa led the social work, which was joined by ADM Chunglenman Kipgen, ADC Tamenglong Chief Executive Officer Kachamthai F. Gangmei, SDO Tamenglong D. Maidinbui, SDC Namthango Kamei, AE Premsan T. Panmai and other officials of government departments. Speaking on the sidelines, March Past Parade in charge, SP Tamenglong informed that the rehearsal for the March Past Parade will be held from August 11 to August 13, while the full dress rehearsal will be on August 13. As part of the ongoing legal awareness campaign in schools since July 12, Kaching District Bar Association conducted one-day legal awareness program in Kaching Kuno High School, Kaching Kuno Makha High School and Chiksapat High School, Kaching Kuno at Kaching District today. The awareness program was conducted under the supervision of Kaching Deputy Commissioner Rohit Anand in association with Kaching ZEO and Kaching District Bar Association, Kaching, executive members of the association, to raise awareness on Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012 and Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006. Meitei Pung Isai Jagoy, a 3-month-long certificate course and traditional Meitei drum, music and dance, organized by Lainingthos Namahi Temple Board, has been inaugurated at Ufong Yumpham in Haying Khungban today. At the inaugural event, Manipur University of Culture Vice-Chancellor Professor Paunam Gunindro, Lainingthos Namahi Temple Board President Vidyapati Senjam alias Wakalam Jingba, Senior Board Member Kasham Ibomcha Meitei, Board Member Namoijam Tomba Meitei and notable artists attended as key persons. Speaking at the function, Lainingthos Namahi Temple Board Member Secretary Maisnam Shivadatta said that wearing traditional attires and performing rituals alone cannot save our culture. It is important to undertake it as a mission to conserve the traditional forms of customs, culture, art and religion by imparting the knowledge to upcoming generations. On the sidelines of World Indigenous Day, he further said 130 students will undergo this certificate course, which will take place every Tuesday and Saturday for 3 months.
Yellow Medi Lera, Yellow Puro Moiriba, Aquigi, a segment Masato, Naga Leriba, Aquina, lining knots and a bit, Naga Leriba, Aquina, Yumbi Uega, Semba Dugumba, Yellow Puru Wegadogani, Maduda, Aqui Mapangam Kanba, Yellow Puru Wegangani, Aduga, Asemba, Aqui Yellow Puruki, lining knot Weba, Masa Sinche, Machina Yumbi Wedragadi, Queeness of Padumba, Yellow Puruki Wega, Adumba, Yumdo, Adumba Yum Charo, Moy, Adana, Maras Jepa. Adugumba, Yana Mapangan ba, Adumba, Asepa, Adumba, Mitei, Yellow Puruki, Imsharo Lama, Haragadi, I could give lining knot, Amadia, Dugi, Masak Mayam Singdo, not a saliva, yellow missing na, Yumbi, where Kanda, Asepa Wagani.
A graphic poetry book titled Aigi Yum Leiti, written by Mutum Kanishka and Thawan, was released during a function that was held at Books and Coffee, Singjama Yumnam Laikai today. The book, launched as part of K-Cruise Sessions 26 Comics, features a unique blend of poetry and visual art. The event saw a formal introduction of the book, followed by a lively discussion and interaction with the authors and illustrators. The book is published by K-Crew, an Imphal-based publishing house known for promoting literature, comics and graphic poetry, and the release event was attended by artists, literary enthusiasts and well-wishers of the writers. Now moving on in the national news. In a big revelation, Indian Air Force Chief Amarpreet Singh has confirmed that 6 Pakistani aircrafts, including 5 fighter jets and another large aircraft, were shot down during Operation Sindoor. The Air Chief Marshal was speaking at the annual 16th Air Chief Marshal LM Katre lecture in Bengaluru today. Besides the 6 aircrafts, Air Chief Marshal AP Singh also confirmed the losses that the Pakistan Air Force suffered on the ground in the aerial strikes at Pakistan air bases. While terming it as largest ever recorded surface-to-air kill, the IAF chief called the Russian-made S-400 surface-to-air missile system a game-changer. He added that Indian Air Force struck hangars in Jacobabad and Bholari in Pakistan. Some fighter jets, presumably the US-made F-16s, which were under maintenance at one of the hangars, were destroyed in the aerial strikes. In Bholari, another AWACS aircraft is also believed to have been destroyed. He further asserted that the damages inflicted by India made Pakistan realize that they would have to pay more if the conflict continued, and this prompted the Pakistani side to seek a ceasefire. The IAF chief's remark is the first confirmation from any high-ranking official of the number of Pakistani jets India damaged during its cross-border anti-terror operation.
3 hangars that we attacked. One was, of course, Sukur, the UAV hangar, the Bholari hangar of AEWNC, and Jacobabad, the F-16 hangar. And we have indication of at least one AEWNC in that AEWC hangar and a few F-16s which were under maintenance there. Apart from these, the SAGW systems, mostly from, I'm talking about fighter aircraft are from S-400. We have at least 5 fighters confirmed kills and 1 large aircraft, which could be either an Elint aircraft or an AEWNC aircraft, which was taken on at a distance of about 300 kilometers. This is the actually largest ever recorded surface-to-air kill that we can talk about.
And in the sports news, triumphant players and officials of Manipur hockey team, which has recently qualified for A Division women's hockey, were given rousing welcome by Hockey Manipur upon their arrival at Imphal International Airport today. The Manipur women's hockey team emerged as winner of Pool A in the recently concluded 15th Hockey India Junior Women's National Championship 2025 B Division, which was hosted by Andhra Pradesh. Manipur hockey team defeated Kerala Hockey, Hockey Uttarakhand, Leh Puducherry Hockey and Assam Hockey to emerge as winner for Pool A in a championship that was held at Synthetic Hockey Turf in District Sports Authority Ground, Kakinada. Speaking to SKTV News, team coach of Manipur Hockey Junior Women, Frailatpam Nirmalata, said that the team gave their all in the championship despite the challenging climate of Andhra Pradesh and topped its group to qualify for A Division of National Championship. Speaking further, Frailatpam Nirmalata also stressed on the need to start preparation and training for the National A Division by organizing state championships. The Manipur team was managed by Moirangthim Prameshwari.
National Championship that we group to Sana doing it. I don't know when Manipur team say I'm calling Bamadaka or practice Amdaka or Yang Da Koina Moida Su Moina Sumi Masana Su Honabam Dakar or I can put him Maka never could attend Akaduche. I don't know when I see Yona, Rangamaishi to Manipur hockey, Lebiriba, members in Kibun Siva, parents, Mam Lakiba, Mamzina, supporter with the Conasian with a Banana hygienic. I had done this and they all put a Yawana, Toraga, practice. Fazana tawe yam nungai ado ada akhona fazana chanaye ado team na su support mayam tawbiye A division chana wa kan di hena sire akhona sira practice tawudo adagi hena tawninge haidi akhoi si pool B di team no kitang gena tawe ba group A di team no kitang hayo na lakadunina adu performance kitang fazana pinangai coaching matam do kitang sang na tawni.
7 MMA fighters of Nongshamay MMA and Fitness Center will take part in the Cochin Fight Night that will be held on September 13 to September 14 and at Kizakekota, Kerala. According to a statement issued by Secretary Publicity and Propaganda of Nongshamay MMA and Fitness Center, Kaisham Joprakash Maitei, Ningthaujam Sinivas, Haisnam Nelin Singh, Thangjam Lanchenba Singh, Yumnam Chilemba Maitei, Chongtham Aswini Kumar, Laishram Tilotama and Ningombam Martina will represent Nungshamai MMA and Fitness Center in the fight events in different categories. It also informed that MMA fighters of 75 kg below pro boxing, 85 kg below MMA, 70 kg below grappling and 70 kg below can reap pro fight facility by contacting to the center. Now before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Tipra Party founder Pradyot Manikya Burman demands special intensive revision (SIR) in entire northeastern states to check inclusion of illegal immigrants in electoral roll. MPCC President Kasham Megachandra calls out BJP and its allies for constantly blaming Congress in attempt to conceal their competence and misgovernance. Manipur joins observance of International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples. Yalhomi Furup's R.K. Bijalaxmi stresses on fostering cultural exchange to strengthen bond and harmony among communities. And Manipur University felicitates SKTV News, acknowledging its reportage on Indian Constitution and for educating the masses on constitutionalism. Now that's all we have for today's Primetime English News. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good night.